Okay, so you're probably asking me, what am I doing with two of these phones? Um, T-Mobile just shut down their 2G networks. Um, these are both track phones. Um, this has a uh, like a track phone T-Mobile SIM in it, but it doesn't work. I am gonna show you guys though because I'll show you. See, I'm on 2G. I can flip that one to 2G, and I can also flip this one to 2G. They both are on. This is locked. That's unlocked. I don't know what that was. Anyways, so I have it on 2G. So there's no signal. There's also a SIM card in here, just to prove it that there is a SIM card. This SIM card no longer works. So there's a SIM card in it. Turn the flash on for this. Yeah, there's a SIM card right there. So, I did test last night. If you saw those, yes, I was doing testing on, just using this phone, strictly using this one. Because this one, I could flip it to 2G. This one will go to 3G. I'll go, I'll switch it to 3G network, and then I'll just go right down to 2G. So I'll pick up a 2G signal. Um, so trying to see if I can get this battery out of here. When's the last time you've seen a battery that comes out of that gets removed out of a phone like this? Because it's been a while. This battery was manufactured July 25th, 2022. So this phone's newer. This phone is a hunk of crap. Basically, this Blueview 2 is a hunk of garbage. I've used this, and I used it for maybe a while, and I didn't like it. Okay, so what I will do is I will take the SIM out of here, and I will also stick that SIM in this phone. This phone is no longer activatable, so you can no longer activate it. I mean, you probably could activate it, but it's old. If I can get the SIM card up. Get back here, you. Trying to see if I can get it. Okay, I got the SIM card tray. I mean the SIM eject tool. Excuse me. Okay, well, I know you guys are interested in the 2G, but this is a SIM card. This is from. This used to be a track phone SIM card. It used to work on T-Mobile. This no longer works on track phone. T-Mobile is not acquired on track phone any longer. So basically it says star 86. So if I go to the settings, and it says restart. So basically, this phone, this is also newer. This phone is unlocked, so it can work on, T-Mobile if you wanted it, Verizon, It's just gotta switch carriers so it sees what it's doing. But yes, this phone I no longer use. So this phone I no longer use. This phone I can use. Just this phone is just, this is not, I'm no longer using this phone, so basically, okay, so it picked up 4G LTE. Now if I go to the setting on here, let me turn this flash off. I don't even know why I got the flash on, excuse me. So if I go to connections, if I go to, I think mobile networks, is that the right one? And if I switch it down to 3G, it should probably go away. Maybe turn roaming off and see if it does anything. Oh, yep. T-Mobile 2G no longer exists. TracFone used to use. Now TracFone used to use T-Mobile's network. TracFone no longer uses T-Mobile. TracFone uses Verizon. So I know TracFone used to use T-Mobile, AT&T, and Verizon and Sprint at one time, but they no longer use those networks, the AT&T and T-Mobile and Sprint. But Sprint's no longer in business. It's all T-Mobile now. You know, Sprint is a part of T-Mobile. TracFone just uses strictly Verizon. So, yeah. What happens if I dial anything? I don't need the text message. I need to see if what would happen if I dialed star 86. Phone is not registered on a network. Okay. Now if I go back to settings, and if I go to, so searching for service unknown. If I go to no, that's not what I wanted. Basically, it's what if I switch to LTE? It might switch to 4G. But yeah, it only switches to 4G. I don't know why this is like that. I don't need. I'm used to that being there. Okay. If I dial star 86, this is what I'll do. But that's on LTE 4G right now is what I'm testing that as an example, just to show that 2G is shut down. LTE and 4G is still up. So, you know. But this phone, this does not have a plan on it. This phone strictly gets connection through just standalone 4G LTE, 5G, but without a plan. I'm still able to test this and see if it does anything. Same with that phone. I could basically do the same thing, put it on 4G and make calls on it. Well, I don't no longer use that phone. If I dial 611. I know it says Straight Talk. I don't have no idea why it says that. Straight Talk and Track Phone are sister brands.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. 21M. Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again.
Basically, that's on 4G. And then I can also change it to 5G. Just an example, like these old SIM cards, like the old track phone SIM cards through like that old track phone SIM cards that use like the old T-Mobile and you know the old T-Mobile network. They can still be able to get a thing, but the internet does no longer work on this thing. So this is basically what it's doing. So there is no plan on here besides having to, you gotta pay for it. But there's nothing that you can do. Basically, it's no longer, it's acting like it's having a connection, but it's not. So basically it's doing the same thing. Basically it says home because it's on track phone. Track phone, Straight Talk. But if I switch it to 3G, it should no longer pick up on that. So basically 2G is officially gone. So that concludes this video because 2G is officially gone, and you know, I was working at 6 o'clock this morning, but it kept going in and out, in and out. This phone was still getting 2G, in and out, in and out. And then this, you know, 2G, the T-Mobile GSM 2G is gone. You know, track phone no longer gets a connection through T-Mobile's 2G, so